channel. If you're new here, my name is Louise. My channel is mainly a haul every Saturday without fail. That's the only one I'm committing to. But I am managing to get some more videos up during the week. We've had some planting and some cooking. Today is going to be another haul. Now there's a reason for it. I will explain it to you. But first, if you enjoy that sort of thing, if you enjoy today as well, don't forget to subscribe down below. Give me a like, give me a comment if you fancy. It always helps to boost my channel, so it's much appreciated. So now that bit's out of the way, let me explain. So I do a haul every Saturday. Now I don't drive, so it's got to be whatever I can walk to, because I'm not going to pay out for public transport, because I feel like I always think about what I could have got for the money that I'm paying out for public transport, so I won't do that. So shops I can get to, sorry, I don't know why I'm looking at my hands, there's nothing on them. So the shops I can get to is Asda, is the main one because it's the largest one. I have a very small Tesco's and a very small Iceland as well. So if I know there's deals on them too, I'll pick bits up there, but it's usually just an Asda. But because of the price increases, and they've been so significant in Asda, and I've been getting like, my shopping haul used to be from here to here, and it's been shrinking over the weeks because I can get less for my money, but also I don't really need as much because I've got some good stocks going on. But Aldi has been brought up quite a lot, so I thought I'd go in there. My daughter took me, she does drive. We met up during the week, we went. So this food that I have here I've actually had since Wednesday, and I am recording Sunday. I had to think of what today was. I'm recording Sunday, but I'm going to be putting this up on a Tuesday, just so you know the rough timeline. So I have tried a couple of items and I'll give you my opinion. I don't shop in Aldi. It is a little bit of a distance to get to. Now the Aldi also is fairly small. I didn't realise till I went in there and had a good look. So a lot of things that people have been commenting on I couldn't see. One thing that keeps coming up on my Facebook page, like I keep seeing it, is the Aldi dupes of like the McDonald's stuff. My shop doesn't have that, which is really disappointing because I might pick some of those up. So most of these items are things that are more expensive in Asda, and I wanted to try them out to see if we could save money. So I have the list of what we spent in there, and I've also worked out if I'd bought those items in Asda, how much that would have cost, the difference, like how much we're saving or not saving, but I'll tell you that later on. I'm going to do my haul now, explain to you why I picked up whatever I picked up, if there was a reason for it or not, and if I've only tried a couple of items, but I'll tell you about those. Shall I just get on with it and shush for now? I think I will. We'll talk again later. Right, now when I do my normal hauls, we would have fresh things here, but like I said, I did it midweek. Didn't need the fresh stuff yet, and I bought those in Asda anyway, so I can't compare any of those prices. So I do buy dog food at the moment, even though I have been recently I was making dog food in the slow cooker. I might go back to that because dog food has really gone up in price. I do like to have some normal dog food in between crock pots. That's what I was doing before, but we've been back on dog food for a couple of weeks because I wasn't sure I was giving my dogs the correct nutrition, because they were acting like they're really hungry, but they're still doing it. So I just think it's an age thing or something, I'm not sure. But I will be going back to crock pots again in the near future. Did pick these up, reason being, I should get my receipt. So I am going to have to refer to the receipt regularly because I don't shop in Aldi and I'm not going to remember the prices, but I do shop in Asda all the time, so I'm going to remember the prices better. Now there's two reasons I picked these ones up. One is we could have done with some more dog food, and two, they had lamb. Now I get this size packets. I get the Webox chub roll plus these packets as well, but the Asda equivalent, and they don't do lamb. They do beef and chicken and turkey, but they don't do lamb. So I was quite excited about the lamb one. As the price is 65p, these were 52p. So that's quite a saving on you know, each one. That is a good saving. Clearly, can't tell you whether they like them or not. I'm sure they are, because I think pretty much most of these packets are the same type of thing. But yeah, that's a decent saving on dog food. 65p compared to 52 is a lot. So yeah, if I needed to go back on dog food and I was buying like number of packets, 100% Aldi wins on that one. I always buy Dr. Pepper for my son. He has the original one. They don't do a dupe in Asda. So it has to, he has tried some dupes. I think in other shops he's tried, but never the Aldi one. He doesn't know I've got this one yet. So we actually pay £1.70 for the real make. But this is a dupe. It's supposed to be very good. It's 55p. I'll have to let you know on some of these later on. I always buy barbecue sauce. Corey, he absolutely loves barbecue sauce. He puts it on pretty much everything. So it's gone up to £1 in Asda. This is 79p. So again, that's 21p saving. I mean, that's pretty good. He hasn't tried that one yet, so again, we'll have to let you know with that one. The tomato soup I bought because everybody was saying that this is like pretty much Heinz. It's the Heinz taste type thing. With tomato soup, I always go Heinz. I never get an Asda's own brand of it. I've tried them, don't like them. They're just not the same. Because people hyped it up, I thought I'll try a tin. I'm dubious. It's a lot to do with texture as well when it comes to the tomato soup. So, you know, I would only ever buy Heinz tomato soup when it's on a 50p deal. It hasn't been on a deal for the longest time, so I just haven't been buying any tomato soup. This is 45p, so if it is good, then I would go in there and buy them. So that one is a Now pickle. Absolutely love, really cheap Asda brand. They don't do that one anymore. They only do the next stage price up. Can't tell you how much it is because I haven't bought it since they changed it, which was in lockdowns. The reason I like it is to do with texture. It's very runny with a few lumps. I like the loads and loads juicy. So I guess because it's cheap, they thought that was the way to go. But I actually really liked it. Thought I'd give this a go. This was 69p for the can, for the jar. I have tried it. It is, as you can tell, extremely lumpy. Which, if that's what you like at your pickle, awesome. I tried it. It tastes absolutely fine. It is purely texture for me. I like the runny pickle. That's what I'm after. I know Morrison's do it, so I can still get a supply because my ex actually lives by a Morrison's, and when he pops down to visit, he brings me my supply of pickle. But I just thought if I could get it myself, even better. But for me, I will finish a jar because it's decent. It's absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I just like that texture, so it's just a me thing. Now, I bought a lot of crisps. I haven't bought McCoy's for the longest time. But Corey and I really love the McCoy's. They're really expensive. They're like £1.75 a bag. Asda's own make is... Do Asda's do it? Or is it Tesco's? I'm getting confused now. Anyway, we've tried a dupe. They're okay, but we don't buy them because clearly they're not that good. I was quite impressed. Now, the reason I bought both of them is... If we're going to compare, we should go with the flavours we would normally get, which would have been the salt and vinegar ready salted and cheese and onion. But they also had this packet, which is sweet chicken, flame grilled steak, and a bacon sizzler. Now, I don't think McCoy's do the bacon sizzler, so I was quite excited to try those ones. These are 85p a bag, so that's a good saving if they're decent. And I usually get the big bag of crisps. Didn't get any this week because I knew I had these already. Now, they're a 28 pack in Asda, and they are now £3.50. This is a 30 pack. So you're getting more packets of crisps, but it's £2.89, and I have tried them. I've tried the prawn cocktail and salt and vinegar, and the prawn cocktail are really good. They're just a slightly milder version, not less flavour, just a milder taste, if that makes sense. It's like meant to be that way. I think it's got a good chunk of flavour in it. It's just a milder, whereas the Asda's is like in your face strong. Salt and vinegar, pretty much identical. So this, 100% I would go there and buy the Aldi version. I just would like pick up a month's supply or something. So it's, you know, I don't want to be wasting petrol and just doing a week's worth. That's the only way I would do it. Let's go back because we've missed some. This one was just because I've never seen this before. A barbecue sauce in the stuffed crust. Never have I seen barbecue sauce. I've seen barbecue sauce on the base, but not as a stuffed crust. Now I have to say, the picture does not do it any favours. If I was going by the picture, and let's face it, a lot of us we do buy things because of the packaging first time round. This packaging is rubbish. This picture is rubbish. It does not make me want to eat the pizza. Hopefully, it's going to taste really good. Now, this one was £1.69, and I'm not sure. I know that's cheaper than what I would have got in Asda, but also you wouldn't have had the barbecue sauce choice. So I was quite impressed with the fact they had something different. We will just have to wait and see. That's all I was going to get, but then like Blossom said, she was with me at the time, I should get what we would normally get. So we'd normally get a deep pan. Meat feast is something we would have. This is actually 85p, and the equivalent version in Asda would be £1, so that's a good saving if it's just as good. Now I bought both, oh look, we're upside down again, I keep doing that. So I like to buy in Asda, I like to buy their versions of the Mars bar and the Twix. I actually prefer them to the actual Mars bars and Twixes. They've recently gone up from 65p to 89p, which is quite a big jump. These both are 62p, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Again, I just think their pictures are pretty rubbish. They needed to put a little bit more effort into their pictures, but I do have to say, all the packaging, it's really, really thick. Even the crisps, it's like a proper thick packaging, which is weird. I don't know. This was just because I actually saw somebody on Instagram do this. Now, I'm not a veggie, but I'm not into meat in the slightest. And this is a no chicken katsu pie. And I just thought that sounded really nice. And I haven't seen anything like this anywhere. And little bit confused with the prices on here. I think this is £1.19, which is pretty good for a meat-free version. So that one there is no comparison with. I always get ready meals for Corey. He would get the cheese and tomato pasta bake, and it would be £1. This one is 75p. So hopefully this one will be good. And I got the pies because the only place I've ever known that you can get a sausage and bean melt would be the Greggs version. I've never seen a store-owned brand with sausage and bean, so that was quite good. I quite like the idea of that. And this one is 99p, which is actually a really good price for this type pie. Now in Asda would be about £1.10. Now Corey absolutely loves the it's only Bird's Eye. They don't do their own brand in Asda, and this is like the quarter pounder. Now I know the one in I know the Bird's Eye one is a proper good chunk of chicken, and it's very crunchy because this is like a Rice Krispie type thing. Again, I would never pay full price for that in there. The price we would normally go would have been £1, but it's now £1.25 is the lowest they would go. This is actually 99p, so that's really good if it's as good as the other version. Hopefully Corey won't notice a lot of these packagings because he doesn't really pay attention to that sort of thing. So I'll get an honest answer from him about these, and I can maybe update you next Saturday's haul. We'll have to say. I actually did have a meat-free mince on my list. I did try. Oh, I should mention now because I did say I would comment on it. I did buy the mince that you have to water hydrate. It was a dehydrated one. I would never get it again. It was awful texture, awful smell, not impressed. So I wouldn't buy that one. But I've eaten all of the freezer ones. I've had no issues with. This one was £1.19, which is a really, really good price for that. And the Fajita Kit, Corey and I have been having a few of these kits. We won't even buy them again on a deal, but they're usually £2 for a deal. This was full price at £1.49, which I thought was really good. For all of that, I paid $18.43, which is pretty good price for that. There's quite a decent amount of food going on there. And let me get in my list. Okay, so I worked out how much each of these items I would have paid for if I bought them in Asda. We would be saving £5.69 in Aldi. So not massive amount, decent amount. There was a lot of things in there that I thought I was going to come back with. I thought I was going to come back with like cheese and butter, but when I worked out, because I do remember a lot of the weights and the prices of the things that I buy, because it's just, I don't know, I have a thing for numbers a lot of the time. Occasionally I forget, but that's a fibre thing. But most of the time I'm pretty good with my numbers. And when I was working out the weights and the prices, they weren't any better off. So if it's not going to be, if I'm not saving, there's pointless me doing it, because it's not a shop that you can get to very easily. So if Blossom was ever going to pop down there, I'd say, yeah, I would go. At the moment, I would only buy the crisps, because most of it we've not tried. But you know, the dog foods, you know, there's a lot of things there that are really good savings if the quality is as good. So I'm quite excited to try them. We don't actually get through loads of these. I mean, Corey's, he would eat the ready meals and the frozen bits will probably get eaten this week. I'm actually doing a whole meal prep thing this week, so I'm probably not going to eat any of this. Yeah, I'm probably not going to eat any of it. Well, I'll eat the chocolate. Okay, I will eat chocolate. You know how the chocolate goes. So I hope it was helpful, a little bit informative. I'm going to do this type of thing again in the future, but I'm going to try Lidl next time, so I can really get a good idea, because if I can get a good saving on things, I can do bulk stocks with them, because, you know, clearly if you're going to use a cart, you've got to really get your money's worth, otherwise it's pointless doing it, especially with the price of petrol now. So yeah, quite excited about it. It was exciting. There is a lot of things in there that I could have picked up. There was like flavoured hummuses that I've never heard of before in any other stores, because you get very basic hummus flavours and things like that, like little unusual bits and bobs, but there was a lot of fresh stuff and I just didn't need it. And it was one of them just to inform myself type shops. And then, you know, there was a lot of things. I'm quite good at stopping myself from buying things when it comes to all this sort of stuff. Blossom came in and she really wasn't going to pick up anything. She spent more than me in there. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you could get enticed into buying in there, because the prices are pretty decent. So I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed this one. It was a little bit different. It was doing a food shop but with a twist. So yeah, I've enjoyed myself. I hope you did. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.